Lackey, and we're out here in Baltimore, Maryland at Joel Jurgensen's studio, and I'm with John, the Executive Vice President of Nations Photo Lab, and Harvis, COO of Nations Photo Lab, and we are going to have a very relaxed, easygoing time seeing how they shoot normally and giving them some tips about little adjustments they can make that have a big difference in the quality of their photographs. We're going to be covering things like lighting, posing, interaction, gear that can make a big difference, small pieces of gear that can really change the whole frame. And what else? Composition and framing, did I mention that?
Yep.
Interaction is big. Posing. I'm pretty much just repeating things. We're going to go do all that now.
We're going to do a bunch of stuff.
We're going to take pictures.
Everybody come over here.
So Harvis is going to do exactly what he would normally do when setting up a shot, and we're just going to watch him and then see what might be done differently.
Right. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over there and take a photo. We're going to pose all of you, and we're going to take a really awesome shot. You guys excited?
Yeah. These are all your nieces and nephews, right?
These are all my nieces and nephews.
Excellent.
And
so much.
Can I hear some excitement? Ready? 1, 2. Dev. Lexi, I need you to sit right here. Brookie, I need you to sit right next to her.
Look at him posing.
Bryce, we're gonna have you like back a couple feet and then turn your shoulder like this. Brookie, look at me. Brookie, ready? 1, 2, 3. Great. Great. Now I want you guys all look at your toes, okay? Look at your toes. And then on the count of 3, I want you to look back up at me. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so first of all, lovely job. Really nice. Wasn't he great? Yeah. All right, here are all the things you did wrong. Now, in all seriousness, one thing to consider is if you're at an f5 from a field of focus, so when you're talking about aperture, the f-stop has to do with how extended your field of focus is, right? And the shallower the f-stop, the less you're going to have in your frame, and the larger the number, the more you'll have in your frame. When you have this kind of gap between this row and this row, there's a really good chance that when you look at that photo closely, you're going to have them sharp and them soft, or them sharp and them soft. So one of the things to keep in mind when you have a large group, especially if you're in a shallower depth of field, which F5 isn't super shallow, but it's shallow enough with this size group that you're going to want to think about having them a lot closer together so they're all sharp. So what I would do is I would pull them way in, and then I would have them, if you think about a focal plane. So a focal plane is similar to having like a plane of glass and their noses are touching the plane of glass. Like that. If they're all on that same focal plane, you're already way farther ahead, even if you have a distance with sitting and standing. Okay. So one thing to think about is keeping them all tight, so you could lay a plane of glass in front of them. Like, you know, like if you had a screen door, like a glass door, imagine you all had your nose in the door, so you're this close, right? Mm-hmm. If they're that close, it's a huge difference. Secondly, from a lighting perspective, this is such a pretty spot. You chose a great area, but I am a little concerned about getting catch light, which is that light, that specular highlight that shows up in the eyes. And we've got some of it here, but we've kind of lost it all in the back row in terms of you look closely at their eyes. And they've got such bright, shiny eyes, you really want to show it off. So you can do a couple shifts with that. One, you can just physically shift the whole shot and turn them towards the light. Especially with this nice late day light, we'll have a lot of it. The other thing is just to grab a reflector and bounce the fill light back. And now, you see their faces?
Yes.
And then because they're really close together, I can use a smaller reflector. And I can pull that in, and they all light up. See, look at every single face. I'm gonna keep it there. Just look straight forward and say, "Look at my beauty." Say it to Harvis. Say, "Look at my beauty." Look at my beauty. Yeah. And then you take it away. It's massive, isn't it?
All right. So when she takes it away, we want sad face.
Yeah, sad face.
Sad face.
Okay, ready? Brooke, give me sad face.
Sad face. And then
happy face. Sad face. Happy face. It makes a huge difference.
Yep.
So let's try this again. Tell me how this is looking. Ready? Look at the man.
Everybody look at your Uncle Harv. Who's the best uncle in the world?
You.
Why?
I don't know.
They don't have a follow-up answer.
Tighter together, right?
Smile, sit up.
All right.
Sit up tall. There you go.
There you go. All right.
Okay, can you hold this here? Let me try a couple shots. Oh, I like that too. All right, so I'm going to try something where, because I want to get more shallow depth of field, if I were to do an F3-2 from right here, I'd have her in focus, half of him, half in him. But if I go all the way back here, and and I do an f3.2 or an even f3.5, I can now have everything around them blown out, them sharp, because my distance to subject makes a huge difference. Make them smile, Harvis.
All right, guys, ready? Well,
All right.
sad face, sad
wait.
face.
Sad
And
face.
then we're gonna do happy face.
All right, wait, don't be happy yet. All right, ready? Here
Sad
we go.
face, sad
So
face.
you're gonna completely ignore Harvis. Say, Harvis, I will not look at your face.
I will not look at your face.
Now look at me. All right, closer in together.
Sit up tall.
Closer in together. Closer in together.
Okay.
You have to make a noise like it hurts.
Ow, my God.
Really? 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 This is what I do a lot of sessions. Instead of, even if I have a great patch of light, like we're working at completely different. Now we're backlit, we're foreground,
Sure.
we're landscape, we're horizontal. It really helps shake up the overall look. And now one thing I have to keep in mind big time right here, shooting from here, is I'm in the light, right?
Right.
I'm killing the light. I see people do this all the time. They'll put somebody in a really good light and then they'll stand in front of it. I'm like, what are you doing? So you could glance at me, right, without squinting? Yeah? Okay, good.
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Maybe-ish?
Yeah.
Sort of?
Yeah.
Potentially?
Yeah.
All right. Let's potentially look at me kind of, sort of. Give me like one of your serious looks. Like this.
Like you're mad at your sister.
Like you're mad at Uncle Harv.
I don't know how to do that.
They just canceled your favorite. They canceled your favorite show.
There we go. Oh, that's good. That's serious. That's beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, excellent. You guys want to try that? Really pretty.
Wow.
That's closer. Yeah, it's a lot closer.
Look at me, Alana. Ready?
I might have gone too far off on the side there.
How are you feeling,
You
Ben?
look good.
Good.
Really good.
The only thing I would say is, like, from a composition perspective, look how centered she is. Look at mine. Let's look at the back of the cameras on this one. Can we look at this? A couple things here. Color profile is probably part of it. Your picture
Yeah.
control or your color profile. It makes a big difference too in terms of what the camera dials in for settings. I always shoot in neutral mode. But the other thing is the composition. You're basically center composing her, and see how much more pleasing it is when it's off to the side. Yeah, so think about the access point is specifically, imagine laying down a tic-tac-toe board.
Right.
That's it. She's right in that
That's a good way to
upper
put it.
tic-tac-toe. A lot of cameras you can put a grid on too.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at the back, you're actually seeing it right there. That's
Okay.
an option for a lot of them. But it makes a big difference in terms of that pro look.
Sure.
All right, great. Good job. So should we do some with baby?
Do some baby shots.
You start.
Oh,
Show me what you do.
I probably would be scared to put her on the hill because I'm a dad.
Yeah?
Because I think she'd just roll down.
So you want to go down
So
there? Or what do you want
maybe
to do?
more flat ground. What do you? I would sit her on the.
Put a blanket out.
I would put a blanket out. Yes.
Okay.
I could actually would probably maybe sit her here, and I would go down there maybe.
Okay.
And shoot up.
Do it.
Okay. Where's Harry the bunny?
Okay, so
Alexa.
John's going to show us how he photographs Alexa,
On a hill. Alexa.
which makes him nervous.
We're going to have to do a lot of
She's
editing.
facing the wrong way.
1, 2, 3. Oh, the light's totally. Now it's too dark because it's my lights
But you know what?
changed.
We stood in your
You
light.
guys did stand in my light.
Say,
Actually,
get
I
out
was
of my
standing
light,
in your
man.
light,
I kind of
John.
like that you were in my light because I think I have better control. I think I have better control if
Yeah, but you can start using,
Okay.
Because if she has spackled light across her face, which means there's light, but then there's shade and there's light, that can actually be very unflattering, the
Okay.
shadows mixing across the face. But if it's a clear light, and it's kind of almost a little bit of a shaft of light coming through, that can be really beautiful.
Okay.
But if you feel like it's too troublesome and concerning, then yeah, have
Then
someone
have more
stand there and
control.
block your light and have a controlled flat light. So remember we were gonna try to stay with like a 1.8 or a 2.0. Alexa is moving around a lot. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's moving around a lot. So we're gonna do, and I'm at, again, we were talking about shutter speed. I'm at like 1/640th.
Okay.
And this is why it's so useful to have your settings ready to go. So when she looks up
Yeah.
and you've got it,
Firing away.
yeah,
That's great.
you're right there.
Nice.
So,
That's,
but
yeah.
if she did that perfect thing, she's smiling, look at me, looking beautiful, the hair's wisping, she's laughing, and you're kind of fumbling, you miss it.
Yeah.
So it's always settings first.
Okay.
just like that, but somebody needs to wake up Frank.
Frank.
Frank's asleep. Okay, good. Frank, what am I gonna do with you, man? Make your best dolphin noise. No, how's a dolphin sound? Do it. No, it's like this. That's it, good. That's hilarious. All right, ready? Come here, Limpy. Watch. He's going down. All right, great, we'll be in the grass. I love it, go down. Boom.
All right, you guys, let's do an Uncle Harv shot. Everybody get around Uncle Harv. We're gonna do Uncle Harv.
Brooke, come here, we're attacking Harvis. Where's Brooke? Somebody throw Brooke on top. Can somebody throw Brooke on top?
Okay.
You guys ready?
All right.
As soon as we have Operation Human Drop,
Operation Human
the
Drop,
shot
ready?
will be taken, okay?
Okay.
So don't mess anything up. The pressure is huge here. Here we go. 1,
About
2,
getting her.
Operation
shot.
Human Drop.
Ready, everybody look at the camera.
Ah, I got it, that's beautiful.